All right, this is for all you sales agents that want to make more money. Yes, because look, have you noticed how some people, they hit their numbers and then other people, they miss it? Why? See, most of the time, it's not because the ones that miss their numbers are not hitting their goals. It's not because of lack of talent. It's not because of laziness either. I see so many agents who they're full of talent. They are not lazy. They're freaking grinding, but they're still not hitting their numbers. Why? It's because they don't have a simple system. I'm going to give you a simple system right now because I know how it feels when you start your week or you start your month. You're grinding. You're pumped up. By the end of the week or the end of the month, you're frustrated. You're not hitting your numbers and you worked hard, but you don't hit your freaking goal. Man, that's frustrating. Right? So I'm going to give you a simple system right now that's going to force you. No guessing, no excuses. You're going to hit your numbers. It's going to force you to make more money if that's okay with you. Is that okay with you or what? All right, so go ahead and get your piece of paper. I'm going to have you write on the left side the word grip and just go downwards. G-R-I-P, grip. Because when you want to make more money, you have to get a grip. Right? When things get hard, you have to get a grip. When things want to distract you and you're not hitting your numbers, you have to get a grip and get focused and make sure you do what you need to do to get those numbers. Yes or no? No excuses. Only numbers. Only paycheck, right? So I'm going to give you this tool. It's called grip. Right? This is a real simple thing that you guys have already been working with. I'm just giving it an acronym for you guys to remember, right? And some simple questions for you to ask. Okay, ready? Step 1, G, goal. So you need to ask yourself and be very specific. What is my specific goal? Right? So whether you're doing it for your day, your week, or your month, what is your specific goal? So for my example in this right here, I'm going to say week. Okay? So what is my specific goal for this week? And be specific, like numbers. Okay? How many policies? How many reviews? How many calls? How many texts? How many walk-ins? How many dollars, right? Be very specific. And you want at least 3 to 5 different things that you're going to measure that are the needle movers. The 3 to 5 most important activities that are going to help you to close more deals, period. What are those 3 to 5 things? Write those things down, right? Those are the things we need to track. Those are the things we need specific targets for. Without a target, you're not going to hit it, and you have to be specific. All right? So that's the first part. So I want you to write it down. Don't be vague. You have to be very specific. For an example, I'm going to close, 20 policies this week. I'm going to make 200 calls today and every day this week. So it's going to come out to 1,000 by the end of the week. It's going to come out by, get specific on those 3 to 5 most important activities. You need to have numbers. Okay, so go ahead and write those down and look at what you wrote. Look at what you wrote. Is it specific? Because if your goal is not specific, it's not real. Okay? So second part. So that's the G. So you have those numbers there now. Now let's go to the second part, which is reality. So now we have our goal. Now what is your current reality? Where are you right now? How many policies, how many reviews, how many calls, how many dollars, how many walk-ins? Those numbers that you already wrote down for the G, those goals, those same numbers, where are you right now currently? And if it's zeros, all of it's zeros, okay, then write all zeros. Okay, but be brutally honest with yourself. No stories, no excuses, only numbers. Okay, so now we have first one, which is the goal, right? And then now we have this current reality now. Now it's creating this gap of what's needed for us, right? So look, numbers don't lie. This is your starting point here, okay? So we have our G. We have our R. What's next? Now we have the I. The I is the issues and impact actions. So for an example, these are the things where you have to ask yourself here, okay? So what are the issues and where can I have more impact? So these are like the threats and opportunities type thing, okay? So what is the number one reason I might not hit my goal? So where am I at now? I have my current situation. I see my goal. I need to prompt my questions here. So write these questions down. You need to answer them. What is the number one reason that I might not hit my goal? What's that threats? What's that thing that's going to get in my way? What can mess me up? Be brutally honest with yourself and write it out. If it's more than one thing, write it out. Okay? Next thing you're going to do here. What are the 3 to 5 actions that I will take to fix that? So, okay, this is that thing that's going to mess me up as I'm going, but boom, here's some 3 actions I'm going to be able to do to be able to fix it, right? Now look at those 3 things. Which one will have the biggest and fastest, most effective impact if you took action on it right away? Write it now. Write it down, right? So for an example, problem, like the thing that might be a goal or an issue for my goal, short on staff. Okay, so what do I need to do? Hire, right? And then I need to add, evening callback block so that we're doing the follow-ups better, right? Get everybody to do like just block time and just do a freaking follow-up blitz where everybody's just going, or I'm gonna block my time and just follow up and just go for it, right? So these are the little adjustments that I can make. So this could be an issue. So this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this, and here are the pros and cons to them, and this is how I'm going to take an action right away. So circle the one that will move the needle the fastest, and that's going to be your priority action. Yes? And you can have a few there, but now you already know what the most important one is, and the second and the third, right? All right, last part. Remember, we're talking about grip, okay? Last part is the people and the progress. People and the progress. So here are some more questions that I want you to write down so you can ask yourself when you're getting clear on your targets. So who is responsible for each action? Especially if you're a leader, if you have a team under you, okay? If you have all these different tasks, those 3 to 5 tasks that you're measuring, that you're checking, right? Is there somebody else that's responsible for one of those things or a part of the process, right? Write down their names, right? And if not, if it's all you, those are your responsibilities, okay, then it's on you. All right, next thing. How will I make sure that this is delivered? Again, whether it's me or the team or both, how will I make sure this is delivered? So what is going to be my process? What is going to be my system? How am I going to check this, right? And then that leads to my next question, which metrics am I going to be tracking daily in these things? Right? What metrics am I going to be tracking? And when will I review and adjust according to those numbers? So these things start to get you to think a different way, right? Like, okay, these are my goals. This is my current situation. Here are the possible issues and the things that might come up, but here are the actions I have to take. And then, okay, when it comes to the progress and the people, because I don't want to just do it alone, I want to push this, right? That's how I'm going to get bigger numbers. So who's responsible for what? If it's me, okay, then I'm gonna put me. How am I going to make sure it's delivered, whether it's me or somebody else or both? What are the metrics I'm gonna be tracking every day, and how I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be looking at those numbers every day, because I need to be reviewing them daily, and then at the end of the week, I'm gonna make my adjustments. So for an example, okay, I own hiring, me, okay? So I'm not gonna put that on somebody else. I need people. I'm not going to just put it on the recruiting department. I own hiring, right? So, okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get, Jorge on my team over here to start doing the follow-ups. I'm going to do my Sydney over here to own the reviews and the metrics. I'm going to be checking every day by 4 p.m. And the middle of the week on Wednesday, I'm going to do a review so I can make some adjustments so that way we can finish the week off strong. Now you're getting more specific here, right? Yes or no? So remember, it's GRIP, G-R-I-P. If you look at what you just created right now, it's very simple. And obviously I took it more time because I'm teaching it, I'm explaining it, I'm breaking things down, right? Giving you an example. So, but for you to do this by yourself, it'll take literally, 5 minutes, maybe even less, because you have these things on your mind already. This is your GRIP plan, your goal, your reality, your issues and impact, your progress and people. Put all these things together, because if you don't have all this, then you don't have a GRIP, right? That means you're going to get distracted, you're going to get discouraged, you're going to get burnt out. But if you have a GRIP every day, every week, if you have these specific numbers every day, this is how you're going to start to win. Winning becomes predictable. Winning becomes, you get more confidence when you're doing it, because you have a GRIP on your plan. All right, so this is the GRIP method here, very simple way. So you have that goal, what do you want? And specific numbers, you already know that. What is your current reality? What are those issues that can come up? What are those impact actions that you can do, right? And then what are the people and progress things that you can connect together, so that way we can speed up the process here and expand it even more. the grip method here. So use it, have specific numbers, write it down, share it with your team, and let's get some more money here, yes? Come on, that's what it's about, let's go.